All right, good morning. Thank you and welcome to our 7th annual ServiceNow Federal Forum. I'm Steve Walters and I'm the Senior Vice President and General Manager of the ServiceNow Public Sector team. And on behalf of ServiceNow, I want to take a moment to say thank you so much for joining us today. Now I know we've got folks that are still filing in, so just bear with us. We're going to make it work. We're going to be flexible this morning. You know, it's hard to believe that this is our 3rd Federal Forum since the pandemic. And it's amazing to see the turnout that we've had over the years, from 1,300 to 2,300 last year to over 3,000 registered this year. Simply amazing turnout, simply amazing turnout. Yeah. And over the past year, I've had the opportunity to meet with many customers and partners to talk about the impact that together we can have on our federal employees, on our constituents, and on your mission. And I want to take a moment to say thank you. Thank you for your trust. Thank you for your confidence. Thank you for your direct feedback. And man, we've gotten feedback. And for your collaboration. We can't continue to support the very best possible outcomes without your partnership. So I want to say thank you for the opportunity to serve you, because that's exactly what it is. Thank you. So, speaking of partners, I'd like to specifically recognize a few. We'll start with our diamond sponsors, Accenture Federal Services. Yep. And Intact Technologies. Our Emerald sponsor, Carasoft. Our titanium sponsors, Deloitte. And our platinum sponsors, Bravium, CACI, Ernst & Young, and ICF. We thank you for your continued support. Now, I encourage everyone to please take some time throughout the day to visit our sponsors out in the exhibit hall. And while you're there, please stop by the ServiceNow booth to check out the amazing demos we have prepared for you today. Now, we've got a packed agenda full of exciting content, so please be sure to join us on social media by tagging @ServiceNow and #NowFedForum in your posts. The best way for us to improve our program is to understand what you think about our sessions and the information that we're providing. So please scan the QR code located on the screen and in the back of the room to share your feedback on today's events and to receive your CPE credits. And to answer the question that's on everyone's minds, yes, we do have Wi-Fi. You can connect to the private network, NowFedForum, using the password shown on the screen. All right, so now to our main agenda. We truly have an amazing program today for everyone, and we're delighted to be joined by leaders from across the public and private sectors. We're going to be exploring how federal innovators are creating unified experiences across the enterprise, and the focus of today's sessions are going to be around how the government can deliver services intelligently. For our keynote this morning, we're honored to be joined by our Chief Digital Information Officer, Bedi, and Admiral Bill McRaven, retired U.S. Navy 4-star Admiral and former Chancellor of the University of Texas. Chris is going to highlight the power of intelligent platforms, and Admiral McRaven is going to talk about dreaming big, leadership lessons, and taking command. Following the keynote, we're going to have a discussion on building a resilient government using automation, AI, and zero-trust architecture. Now, our breakout sessions today are going to cover a range of topics, including delivering the very best customer and employee experiences, and focusing on achieving mission value through a low-code approach, and then protecting mission from cyber threats, and so much more. Then after lunch, we're going to meet back here for a fireside chat with the Department of Treasury and ServiceNow, talking about how the federal government can advance AI safely. This afternoon, we're going to hear from panelists from the DLA, NSF, CBP, and U.S. Army Recruiting Command on elevating the total experience holistically. Then we're going to be joined by speakers from DHS, AFRL, USPTO, and OPM on driving generative AI across the federal government. And then, to end the day on a high note, we're going to meet in the foyer at 4:05, not 4:06, 4:05, for a networking session to mingle with peers, partners, and to explore some fantastic demos. It's going to be a great day.